Hello, hello, hello. We have a new replay submission today from Guaridan1003 in the Schlieffen with his team, Putis, what is that, Spencer? And the Worcester with team Napoli, Salem, Jean Bard, the BA hovercraft, which is Blue Archive basically, and the Valparaiso. And we've just got solid DDs on the first wave. And they're all torpedo reload, which will help the Napoli.
It's a trap!
Doing pretty good damage on the first wave, 15,000 and climbing, which is honestly about average, and what you honestly want to shoot for. If you're in a battleship and you're cracking probably 20,000 in the first wave or more, that's actually pretty good. Of course, that's a lot easier. Is he going to take a torp? I don't know if he took a torp on that one, the Worcester. Looks like he's going to get away with it. The bad news is he's what, about half health? Yeah, half health with a fire. And let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Yeah, I'm not able to bring up those consumables. Or I can't remember the damn button. But from the look of it, that booster is not in a good spot. Not in a good spot at all. Because half health, we've still got two Azumas, we've still got cruisers, we've still got DDs, and we don't know if it's going to be a battleship or a Clausewitz, or even just a DD. Let's see, what do we got? So we do get a Clausewitz on the second wave, and he is going to be basically at the tail end of everything. So the DDs, the Clausewitz, Worcester is in a very bad spot going in. Very nice hit there, 47K. His buddy picks up the Yoshino. Now remember, there's still Clausewitz out there, along with two DDs, escorts. Yes, he does have a Napoli. Yes, he does have all that. But remember, he is at the front. Unless he lets that Napoli get ahead of him, he will be taking the full fire. And unfortunately, he does take a torp right there. Is that enough to kill him, though? Yes, that is enough to kill him. That's what I was afraid of. I mean, your host has played this off a number of times. I'm well aware of what happens if you charge in. Like, I've done it on Tier 8, I've done it at Tier 9, Tier 10, Tier 7, Tier 6. I've done it on basically every one. So I'm aware of what happens when you're down that low. And I knew he was going to overstep. Like, I knew he was.
Don't know the power of the dark side.
Most aggressive Asian Valparaiso hiding behind a fucking rooster. Honestly, I would honestly say you're kind of on the wrong on that, man. I'm sorry, you're on the wrong on that. You were pushing ahead at half health when you knew what was out there. You knew what was out there. You knew there were a lot of ships out there that could kill you. And you're blaming the Valparaiso. You were ahead of your whole team. The Napoli could have tanked. The Seon could have tanked. All you had to do was have slowed down. You pushed in there. That's on your bad. That's your fault. Not the Valparaiso's. And it looks like the team is like saying, well, what? Like everything. And like the Napoli's like Torps and Klaus. Because the Napoli knew what killed him. Napoli was right next to him and knew what was going to happen. Like, let's be honest, the only ship that could probably do that at half health and survive would be Napoli. Because Napoli is extremely tanky. Worcester, not tanky at all. It is extremely squishy. And honestly, remember, German high explosive from a Clausewitz, that's usually what, 50 millimeter penetration? Which basically overmatches all of Worcester's armor. Worcester is so squishy. Like it has no armor. Basically, German HE will pin that thing all over the place. So you can understand why I'm not very sympathetic to the Worcester. One, he's blaming other people for his mistake, not owning up to it. I'm sure even if Forgotten Void saw this, he would be like, no, the Worcester was totally, overextended. And all honestly, when you come to overextending, that's usually the one thing you see a lot of people do. They overextend and then they blame the team. Even I've done it. Though there is a difference between overextending to try to win and your team not seeing, hey, we need to really push in there to really do this. There's two different things. You overextend and then you basically badmouth them when you shouldn't have overextended. And then you overextend to try to win and then blame them for like a loss of an op when all they had to do was keep pushing. There's two different reasons. And unfortunately, we had option 1 here, not option 2. Now, this is a very aggressive route, very aggressive. He does have the HP to do it. But remember, we're not taking into account the Azumas, the DDs, and the Clausewitz, all of which will just basically roast this Schlieffen alive. Even if he can survive this, he's still got to deal with those airstrikes. Those airstrikes are what's going to kill him or potentially break him. And he manages to evade the torpedo bombers, the armor-piercing bombs will come in on him. There really is no way he's going to make it out of this without being a little bit really hurt. Even at the distance he's at. I mean, we see right here, we see the bomber, we see the torps coming in. Fortunately, it looks like they're not actually going for him right now. But it's not so much the planes right now, it's everything else. And usually they will go for the DDs first, but we shall see what happens. Like, it's going to be the cruisers and the DD that's going to really knock him out. And I expect we'll probably see his left side torpedo tubes be broken pretty soon. Although at the time of this recording, apparently, they may make it so torpedo tubes don't bust. Honestly, I'm very divided over that. The reason I'm so divided is because that just feels like catering what Wargaming's doing. It just feels like catering. I would have dropped it probably on both, like right there and on the other side, because where he's dropped him, he's not going to clear the full minefield. Like, if he had dropped one there and then on his left, he would have cleared it. He still clears it, but it looks like he had help also.
Ship's almost finished. 2 or 3 more things and we're in great shape.
He may get 1 torp on it. Got 1 torp. He's also being able to survive longer because his Napoli buddy's there tanking a lot of the fire. I don't know how long the Napoli's going to live there, though. Gets a torp on the Azuma. He hits those shots. That should be a dead Azuma. Yep, that is a dead Azuma. I still stand by that his buddy was a little... His buddy was overzealous in a sense. A little... Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the whole team that was actually down there with him actually saw it also. Knew well where what had happened. Like, let's be honest, you don't have to be an operations god to basically know that basic thing. He has that gap. Let's see if he's going to get into that gap before that torp hits him. He takes 1 torp, he's going to lose about 1/3 of his HP. But again, like I said, the only ship that could survive that half health thing is a Napoli. Look, the Napoli's been in the fight from probably the past like 3 minutes. Basically full health, and he's about half health, and he's still pushing in there. Is he going to make it through this one, though? He does make it through the torp, so yeah. And that's why Napoli could have pulled that out. Worcester, no. Picks up his natural selection. He will get a heal off, his last heal off. Picks that up. Again, armor piercing on the airfield, those will just ricochet. Or in this case, they just overpinned for some reason. I just love it though, as far as his torp tubes, the other side gets knocked out, but yet the left side doesn't. He may be trying not to torp the DD, he may be trying to torp whatever's going to come in next. Because those aren't going to hit the DD. I mean, the DD is going down. Aimed a little short on that. That's why we only got 7,400. There's something there. I'm going to go with the cruiser. Just by the secondaries and everything. Yep. There goes the torp tube finally. Nice shot, 57K. we got an Azuma. Now he does have a torp tube ready. Oh, can he get it off? Can he get it off? Take the shot, take the shot. Oh, a little over on that last one. 12 kills and almost 700k. Nice 5,000 free XP and over 500,000 credits. Natural selection, C-star, high caliber, or major contribution basically, and a assistant. Top with the team of 40-45. His buddy is third with 18-14. Honestly, Valparaiso really should have been more aggressive. Probably easily could have snaked his way up into at least, well, at where he was at, he could have easily outdid the Worcester. Easily. But I mean, that Worcester was really raging for sure. I feel like we're missing something here. We're missing I feel like we're missing a bonus package, it feels like. It just feels a little light for some reason. But overall, a really good game.